As we previously mentioned, this was our very first time med mooring with an anchor, and this is how it's done on most town docks in Greece. We were pretty nervous and very stressed, although I have to say the conditions were at least good. There was not a breath of wind and we had plenty of space on the town dock to play with. You can see me giving Nick a little pep talk there. We had done a lot of research and reading up, and we knew that we had to drop our anchor about 4 boat lengths from the dock. The challenge was going to be in determining exactly how far away 4 boat lengths actually was, because distances can be a little bit hard to judge. And also we decided that it might be easier if Nick controls both the helm and the windlass. There is a windlass control at the helm. So he thought it was going to be best if he had full control over both elements, which left me with little to do until we actually approached the dock itself, although the issue was going to be whether or not we had any help. If someone was there to help us, for example, the harbour master, who did know that we were coming, but we didn't know whether he would be actually waiting for us, then I would be able to toss him the stern lines and he would be able to secure us to the dock. However, if there wasn't going to be anyone there, and I wouldn't know this until literally it was all happening, then I would have to somehow scramble ashore onto the dock and secure the boat myself onto using the bollards. And you can see a little yellow bollard there just in the center of the screen, so that would be what I would be aiming for. But as you can see, and I'll just put a shot in here so you get a little bit of a sense of exactly how the boat was positioned, the transoms are quite low compared to the height of the dock, and it would be really difficult for me, or probably anyone actually, to leap up onto the dock from the very low height of our transoms, which are essentially sitting at the waterline. So this was going to be a kind of physical and logistical challenge all throughout our time in Greece. It might be tempting to assume that lassoing the bollards would be the easier option, so standing on the transom and throwing the mooring line so that it lassoed itself around the bollard. But as anyone who has tried to do that can attest to, that's really much easier said than done. It takes great skill to do something like that, especially when you are throwing the line up and not down. So I wasn't confident that I'd be able to do that first time. And of course, if you miss, then your rope ends up in the water, becomes very heavy, and there's a risk of it getting stuck or caught in your props. And you can see actually that the bollards are not even close to the edge of the dock. If med mooring, particularly in a catamaran with low transoms, is something you're experienced at, I would love to hear your technique down below, particularly if you do this shorthanded. So please leave a comment, and we'll definitely try out a few different techniques over our time in Greece, I'm sure.